beauty surfer faces a man-eating shark just 100 meters from the beach. She was trapped in a death trap. Was this shoreline actually a shark slaughterhouse? Nancy was surfing when suddenly a shark crashed into her, slamming her body against the coral reef below. As soon as she struggled back to the surface, the shark dragged her under again. Her blood quickly stained the sea crimson. In a desperate bid to survive, Nancy managed to climb onto a decaying whale carcass. She swiftly staunched the bleeding, but suddenly, the shark began ramming the whale, trying to drive her into the open ocean. She immediately plunged back into the water and swam frantically toward a nearby rocky outcrop, only to have her feet gashed by sharp coral. Fresh blood drew the shark back again, and it began circling her relentlessly. Using her necklace and an earring, Nancy stitched up the deep gash on her thigh, each piercing stitch so agonizing it stole her breath. That night, she faintly spotted a figure on the shore and screamed for help.
Hello!
She begged him to use her cell phone from the beach to call for rescue, but the drunkard ignored her pleas and instead stole her phone and wallet. As he turned to leave, he noticed a surfboard floating nearby and waited in to snatch it too. On his way back, the man was attacked and killed by the shark. The next day, exhausted and drained, Nancy spotted the same surfers from the day before returning to the waves. She shouted with all her might,
Shark!
but they insisted there were no sharks in these waters. Seconds later, they were torn to pieces, having witnessed 3 people die before her eyes. Nancy fell into total despair. Only 10 minutes remained until high tide. The rising water was about to submerge her rocky refuge, and the shark lingered dangerously close. Now her only possible shelter was a buoy just 30 meters away. Nancy noticed the shark never ventured near the nearby jellyfish zone, so she used it as cover, risking her life to swim through the venomous jellyfish swarm. She finally reached the rust-covered buoy and unbelievably found a flare gun inside, but her flare signals went unanswered. Just then, the shark began savagely attacking the buoy. It was on the verge of breaking apart. In that critical moment, Nancy launched a final counterattack, using a chain to lure the shark into smashing against submerged steel rebars. Amid a churn of bloody water, the shark was impaled. 1 year later, Nancy returned to the same beach, scars still visible. This time, she brought her daughter, hoping she would grow to be just as brave. So here's the question: would you dare to face a real-life ordeal like this?